To me, like, this election more than any other was a very clear decision between moving forward on a lot of issues or spending the next 4 years fighting to hold on to the rights that we've spent the last 60 plus fighting for. I'm just frustrated because I see all these talking points being like, well, like, Americans voted for an anti-establishment candidate, and to me, Trump is the epitome of the establishment. He's just been doing all the things establishment politicians do as a private individual. There's nothing anti-establishment about Trump. The only thing that's anti-establishment or different about him is his misogyny and his racism, right? These unfiltered things that he says. And people are like, oh, he's a straight shooter. And to me, again, that's not being a straight shooter, it's just being a bigoted individual. And you know, when you drag down Latinos by calling them rapists and thieves, when you generalize about black people by calling them thugs, when you say you want to deport Muslims based solely on their religious affiliation, not only does that go against the Constitution, everything this country stands for, but that includes gay people. There are gay Muslims, there are gay Latinos, there are gay immigrants, there are gay black people. These issues aren't easily cordoned off. It's like, oh, well, like, here's the race issue and here's the sexuality issue. Like, these issues all intersect. Whenever people tell me that Trump hasn't said anything bad or done anything bad for gay people, I want to explode, and I want to scream, because that's the most ignorant statement I've heard all year. I'm worried about people like my sister, young Latino women in this country, who are now going to have to contend with white men who see Trump get away with what he got away with. To get away with language like that, to get away with treating women like that, and I'm worried for women of color in particular. But to say that you can grab women by the pussy and they'll let you do it because it's famous is like not a precedent or example you want to set for the men in this country. The fact that anyone can ignore them or say that they're voting for issues in spite of them, to me, is one of the most, like, privileged and basic statements you could make. Because dehumanizing other people and demonizing other people for who they are or what they worship or the color of their skin should be the biggest fucking red flag ever for whether or not somebody is well suited for the presidency, because they're supposed to represent all of those people. I'm not afraid of Donald Trump. I'm frustrated and disappointed in Donald Trump, and I think he represents the worst parts of this country, but by no means am I afraid of Donald Trump, because this country is changing.